The Serving Up Discipleship podcast is to help our audience understand the sacred work of service missionaries and why service missions are spiritually transformative and fulfilling. This podcast is produced under the direction of a senior service missionary couple, social media advisors. Hello, this is Elder Gibby, editor of the podcast and intro and outro voice. Today's episode is a little bit special, being April Fool's and all. So I decided, why not have footage you've never seen before? That's right. After the first episode of Serving Up Discipleship was recorded, Elder Lewis and Elder Price had a post-episode discussion on what the podcast's future would be. And I thought, because it's April Fool's, might as well show you something new and exciting. Anyway, here's the never-before-seen footage of Serving Up Discipleship.
Till next time, let's serve up some discipleship. Does that work? I don't know.
That's good.
Elder Gibby will have to cut it out.
we can edit it.
He'll piece this all together, and he'll put the intro and outro, and maybe he'll get some good music on there or something. Or we gotta find a good intro music, but I don't know. So yeah, okay. Well, that's basically the end of the podcast episode. So it's just me and you now, and just cut the rest of this.
Sounds good. The thought that I did have is have you ever seen the safety zone videos?
Yes.
We could use that as the intro and outro, like just a da 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 da.
I feel like we'd get copyrighted, but yeah.
I mean, we're not using the name. It's just I don't know. I mean,
that'd be funny.
I'm sure the church wouldn't mind.
Dude, that would be hilarious, though. Dun 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 dun. Welcome to Serving Up Discipleship, not Safety Zone. We'll have to do that for like one episode, just one time. Just do it,
just like as a joke or a prank, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. I think that went well. I think that went all right.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll go a lot smoother when we'll have more time to do more stuff in the future because we've got it kind of down now.
Yeah. So. And I think 25 to 35 minutes is prime, kind of where we want. Maybe we don't need to go 4 hours, Yeah. And so I'm thinking kind of like maybe with the segments, I kind of want to implement. The other day at district council, I had a little we did like a little role play for questions that service missionaries get. And I kind of want to just once an episode, I want to give out a question and both me and you kind of take it out or break it down and kind of explain it. Like, where's your companion? Like, why don't you have a companion? Or do you live at home or do you live out in the world? Like, what do you do? Like, just break it down day by day or something like that, just for fun. Every episode, just do like a question segment or something like that. And like, it's time for our daily question.
Our frequently asked questions or FAQs, whatever you want to call them. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and I guess if anybody, I don't know if you want to do this or not, we have an email set up, but we can put the email out on socials. And if people want to like email in a question or a comment or something, then we can take that and kind of use that in our podcast. If you want, just maybe frequently ask questions and just do an episode completely on answering people's questions. Like,
get a little interaction from the other, outside people.
I'll write this down. So put emails on socials.
Or even if they just ask a question in the socials. I mean, that would work too.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We could do that as well. And then do a question a day segment or something like
question a week, I think, because we're only doing this once a week.
Our question of the week. Yeah. Okay, a week. That makes sense. I like that. All right, question a week. Okay, cool. Well,
we could introduce the question. We'd be like, hey, you know what time it is? It's the question of the week, or something like that.
Yeah. I think it needs to have something like that. Like,
hey, I think it's time for the question.
The question of the week. Something like that. That'd be awesome.
Or like we changed up how we introduce it. Like, hey, do you know what time it is? Like, if I have someone like here with me, like, hey, do you know what time it is? That's question of the week time, my friend.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. We need to I think it needs to be perfect. Like, we need to find a line where it's like funny and entertaining, but also serious and spiritual.
Yeah.
And I think we did it pretty all right with that today because we joked around a little bit, and then when it was time to get serious, we were serious, and then it's kind of like what Safety Zone does. So honestly, we're just copying them.
We're just safety zone 2.0, my friend.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
We're service missionary safety zone.
Yeah, there we go. Service mission safety zone. That actually, dude, we totally could. Like, honestly. What do you do when you're outside alone?
You punch him in the face and scream and then run.
Exactly. If watch, so we're still recording, but Elder Gibby's gonna like snip this or something, stick it in the middle of the podcast for some reason, and it's just like punch him in the face and run.
And then it'll cut to me being like all serious about like the atonement and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Elder Gibby, don't do us dirty, please.
Like, what happened here?
Well, so wait, I'm still curious. So I thought Elder Gibby was doing the sound, right? He's gonna do the sound. Right. And is anybody doing the video? Like, does Elder Gibby know how to do the like video production stuff? We can figure it out.
I have no idea.
What about Elder Nielsen? Didn't he say he was doing video production stuff or like video editing? Because if there's a way that like we can get him to like snip stuff and like make it run all smooth, and then we can take it and then snip it ourselves, put it on all the social media and stuff. Like that might be the best. I don't know.
It's a lot of snipping. I don't know about snipping.
Oh, I mean, we kind of have to.
What about sniping?
Sniping, I like it.
Snipe hunting.
Snape. Please,
Snape,
dude, I can just see it. He's gonna put that in there.
Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore.
What's the most impactful experience you've had as a service missionary? Sniping?
Snape. Severus Snape.
Oh, geez. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna end the recording so that way I can figure out some way to save it. Do you know how to save this thing? I never actually.
It should be saved automatically into whatever Zoom you're doing if you have a Zoom account.
Yeah, I do. Just go to my email.